Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in just a few moments, the ResortLoop.com podcast will take you on an enchanted ride through the Walt Disney World. Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Once again, if you're traveling to Epcot, please remain on board. You'll need to change monorails at the Transportation and Ticket Center.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gateway to the Magic. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And this is ResortLoop.com, episode 104.
The average temperature anytime in Animal Kingdom.
I will take a little 104
Man,
right
that'd
now.
be nice.
Although we can't complain today, it was like 28 degrees.
We have had a break. I'm taking this and running with it, man. I went out and I cut my yard. There's a lot of snow flying. But just anything to try and bring spring a little quicker.
So there's light at the end of the tunnel as long as it's not that oncoming train. I think we're going to make it.
I'd be okay if it was an oncoming monorail.
Ooh.
That would be awesome.
That's true.
That would be awesome. So what are we going to talk about today, Tim?
Well, today is actually a brilliant idea you had. Brilliant. We're looking ahead. We're looking forward.
All right. Forward thinking.
To this spring and summer.
Yeah.
As you plan your trips, your vacations.
Yes.
What will be down? What is going to be going through refurbs?
Rehab?
Not rehab. Don't make me come over there. Don't make me come through the glass to your side of the studio.
That's why there's glass between us. Oh my
but yeah, we're going to just take a look and see what's down, what you might have to schedule around.
It's a good call. I just think that a lot of this stuff is just your typical maintenance stuff.
Right.
But, you know, and again, really, if you're going down there, don't just go by this show because you don't know when you're listening to the show.
Yes.
You could be listening to it a couple of months from now.
As we record, it is early March 2014.
Early March, yeah. And make sure you make some phone calls before you head down so that you're not inconvenienced.
Yes.
I know Disney tries really hard to make sure if you're staying at a resort that's being worked on, that they let you know that stuff's happening.
Yes. Those poor Polynesian people.
Yeah,
I feel so bad.
It's going to be my mother used to always say about road work, it's going to be great when it's done.
Right.
So we just got to wait till it's done. There's a lot of stuff going on.
But I don't want to be broken down onto the side of the road while they're doing it. I'm going to stay away as much as I can.
I understand.
But
I understand. It's going to be a little bit rough over there. So why don't we just jump into it? And again, like we said, little disclaimer here: make sure you check ahead of time. Don't just go by what we're telling. This is the stuff as we record today that we're aware of. As this show will be released, it's they're finishing up the Blizzard Beach refurbishment. So that was going usually their typical winter refurb
right
over there. Probably doing some paint and stuff and you know, cleaning some things and
changing out filters, that whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
That thing's going to be wrapping up here. It's been down for a few months and going to be wrapping up here in the middle of March. So that's coming. And then, of course, we had, as you said, we got a lot of stuff going on at the Polynesian. So why don't we jump into that?
I think we need to. Absolutely.
The first thing that's coming across my screen, and again, these are some information that we got from good friends over at wdwmagic.com. So check out their website and look under their refurb tab there.
Yeah, very thorough over there. Very
nice, very good. So, and they give some dates, the projected dates of when this stuff is going to come back online and all of that. So, but anyway, the Disney's Polynesian Resort Neverland Club Children's Activity Center will be closed for refurb until mid-April.
Yes.
So that's still got about another month to go. We know that they have begun working on the villas over at the Polynesian.
Yes, they have a lot of stuff torn up over there, and
so there's some stuff going on. Right, there's some stuff still going on over there, and that is creating some issues again for the monorail.
The resort that poor monorail.
Yeah. It went through all that problems with the Grand Floridian villas.
They did. They had to close that thing, for hours or days and weeks. And
they're still talking about having it closed down between 11 and 7 weekdays up till the end of March. So keep an eye on that. And the other big one over at the Poly is going to be Captain Cook's, the quick service dining, which I love. Their
it is
food
very good.
Yeah, it's so good over there.
What are they doing with that? I heard they're going to move it somewhere. Where are they? What are they doing?
They're moving it, and I'm kind of curious. I haven't heard where they're moving it to. I know that they have a temporary quick service dining inside the Poly somewhere. I'm not exactly even sure where they're putting that. My guess is, and if somebody has this information, please let us know and we'll pass it along. But I'm guessing they're going to put it in the Wyland Gallery over there. Is it Wyland or Wayland Gallery over there?
Okay, yeah, I know. Right,
the
what you mean.
paintings
Yes.
and all of
Yes.
that. Yeah, that would be about the only place I could think that they could put it. And I know that just closed. So
This just in, however.
yes,
My sources tell me.
you got sources.
Well, not really, but I looked it up. No self-serve Dole Whips will be available. So just when you thought it couldn't be any more painful.
Oh, that is painful.
Doesn't that hurt?
Oh, that. I mean, we sat there and loaded up the last time we were down there. Went out to the beach and watched fireworks, watched wishes from the beach, eating our Dole Whips.
So it said self-service, so maybe they'll still have them, but they'll be pre-poured.
Yeah.
As the term might be, I don't even know.
A lot of stuff going on at the Poly, and we can't wait until it's done because I'm sure it's going to be fantastic.
I hope so. You heard, because we talked with this the other show.
Yeah.
The waterfall's gone.
Yeah. Well, that's what Jenny Lynn was saying, and I mean she's got her finger on the pulse.
She's in the know
of the Disney stuff going on down there. But I'm going to say no.
We are threatening to chain ourselves to the base of the waterfall.
I may do that.
Oh,
yeah.
If I could find a chain long enough, that's where I would go.
I'm going to be full tree hugger on this one. I'm going right, and I know it's all, fiberglass and aluminum.
I thought it was volcanic rock.
I mean, volcanic rock. That's what I said. Yeah. No.
No?
What? Yeah.
What? Oh. I'm sorry.
I'm going full Greenpeace. They're going to have to carry me out of there. I'm just going to go full limp, just laying on the volcanic rocks. I'm just anyway.
It's a little awkward. I don't know how you tour, but okay.
I've been listen. I'm not afraid to be tased again. I'm just saying.
You've been buzzed enough. A taser should do nothing.
That's true.
I've been conditioning you for this.
No.
You've been trained. Now go grasshopper. Grasshopper.
Don't do that. Don't do that. We're just kidding. Don't chain yourself.
We're really not kidding.
To the waterfall. Let's move on. Festival of the Lion King is closed for relocation.
This is kind of exciting.
Kingdom. Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this new theater they're going to build is going to look like.
They're talking about it going into Asia, so should be interesting to see where they put it. And so a lot of work going on over there with the Avatar land going in. And,
clearing room.
Nice to see.
It is.
Doing some stuff over at Animal Kingdom.
Love the Festival of the Lion King show.
Pretty much, I'm guessing just a standard maintenance refurb over at Splash Mountain. That's closed until mid-March.
Removing alligators, that kind of thing.
Well, just
what?
All right, yeah. So we had a discussion on the Twitter back and forth with our good pal Dave Tupper over in Hawaii. He's concerned about alligators in Florida.
Well, why wouldn't you be?
There was some banter back and forth between some other folks that Disney keeps the alligators out. So, of course, I had to show that there was a YouTube video of one of the alligators at Splash Mountain.
I will tell you, I've seen an alligator inside Peter Pan's flight, and I see it there almost every time we go.
That's not
is
real.
Is that a crocodile?
That's a crocodile.
Oh, well, close enough.
It's an animatronic. Next you're gonna tell me that the hydrolators over at Sea Base Alpha were real.
They filled in the holes, and then you can just walk right over there. You don't have to worry about that big chasm.
Turtle Talk with Crush is never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's just going to be your standard, maintenance kind of stuff. They're checking the rails, and checking the water, and doing all the stuff that they got to do with that. This one kind of bothers me because I'm hoping it's open when I go. But the Winter Summerland mini golf course.
Have you done that before?
I love that thing.
I've not done that one. We've done the other one.
It is a lot of fun.
I've not done Winter Summerland.
You did the Fantasia Gardens.
Yes, Fantasia Gardens.
But I love Winter Summerland, and it's going to be closed until the beginning of June. So,
kind of long.
Yeah, can't wait to see what it looks like though. Once it's
probably the pros are coming through, so they're going to move some greens.
True. Yeah. The PGA of mini golf.
Yeah.
There actually
gotta
is
move the
one of
pins.
those. There is actually.
a PGA of
I don't
mini
think it's the PGA, but there's a professional. Never mind.
Oh, my goodness.
My geek's coming out. Leave me alone.
Tuck it back in. Let's keep going.
Over at Magic Kingdom, the Plaza Restaurant was closed for refurb for about a month. It should be coming back online here mid-March.
All right.
Pinocchio's Village House is closed for refurbishment again for about a month. Should be back up and running by the end of March, early April. That one I'm kind of looking forward to because it's very dark in there, and it was showing its age. The last time we were in there, it was really showing its age. So can't wait to see what they do with that. That's going to be hopefully very nice.
Awesome.
The Swiss Family Robinson Treehouse closed for a couple of weeks in March. Not a huge deal, but a couple of weeks to look at mid-March to the end of March.
All right, tighten the ropes and then knots and things up, so make sure you get up there safely.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I'm sure some of the stairs need to be looked at, and you got to keep in mind too that all of this stuff has to be inspected by state and federal inspectors.
Oh yeah.
To make sure that everything's safe and meets code. So, a lot of this stuff is going down for refurb, probably just for inspection.
That could be,
to tweak a few things and inspect it, and then to have time to fix it if they find any issues with anything.
Yeah, and a lot of the time it's about the same time frame every year too, so you can tell it's a yearly
right
update.
Big Thunder Mountain Railroad's going to be closed the beginning of April, just for about a week, a couple of days maybe. Again, I'm guessing it's just for some routine maintenance on the trains and that.
Always got to check the track and the cars and the switches and the lift mechanisms and all that kind of thing.
Same thing for Pirates of the Caribbean. That's going to be at the end of April, beginning of May. That's going to be going down for, again, probably just an inspection. When it's these real short times, it can't be anything that they're really doing inside the ride. It's just got to be checking things out, making sure everything's good. This one hurts. This one is hurting me deeply.
All right, what is this one?
Deeply.
What's in it? What is it?
From May 3rd, again, this is from our pals over at wdwmagic.com. From May 3rd to June 30th. That's right in the middle of my trip, man.
Oh, it's close to home.
The Tomorrowland Transit Authority People Mover closed.
Wow.
For refurbishment.
Oof.
I love riding that thing.
I know you do. As do I.
That's going to be down for 2 months.
2 months?
Kind of anxious to see what
it's like wheels and magnets.
Well, you got to recharge those magnets or something, don't you?
Oh, I guess.
What do you do to magnets?
Oh.
Back when I was a physicist, I would know these things. I kind of let that slide, my physicist license.
It didn't pass.
Let it expire.
Maybe if you shut it down for a refurb once in a while.
Well, I had that problem over in Switzerland at CERN, at the CERN Super Collider, and they kind of took my license. And finally, the last thing that I have on my list is the Astro Orbiter is going to close. This is a long one as well. This is all summer long.
All summer?
May 3rd to August 20th.
All summer?
All summer for Astro Orbiter.
Ugh.
That's kind of interesting.
Couldn't they just take the old Dumbo ride and just slap it up there until they get the other one fixed? I mean, theming might be an issue, but
this is crossing the theming. You don't cross the themes.
Look way up, you see elephants flying. Magic.
A little weird.
Hello.
Weird.
Hello.
But yeah, that's so that's what I got as far as what I know. You got anything else on the refurbishments, closures? Anything going to be down?
I think people just need to be aware that although there's not enough construction going on around the parks, let's talk a little bit about what they're doing at the hub.
I forgot about the hub.
The hub, it's like the hub
Right.
of everything that's going on.
We talked a little bit about that on one of the previous shows.
A little bit, we touched on it, but I'm wondering how big of a undertaking is this going to be in the heart of summer? I mean, they just started it, in the past week or so?
Yeah.
I mean, how long is this going to take?
I'm hoping it doesn't take too long.
It doesn't look like any small project from what I've seen.
But yeah, it can only bottleneck even more, because I also heard that they're doing some work over at Casey's Corners. They're putting in some viewing for the fireworks show over there.
You know what I heard, and it's made me mildly upset, and I can't say I've actually ever sat there. You know when you go into the back of the arcade, they had that little area with like the sports bleachers?
Yes.
That's going to be gone.
Oh.
They're going to add, like, I guess, seating there. I don't know if it's for the restaurant or for fireworks or what, but some kind of seating is going in there.
Yeah, that was always nice. That was a nice place to just kind of kick back and rest a little bit while the family was in there shopping.
Yes. So I don't know. This kind of struck me.
Yeah, that's no fun.
But I wonder if this hub thing, it seemed to come all of a sudden. Like all of a sudden they announced we're doing the hub.
Right.
I'm guessing, just my theory and what I know about corporate finances.
Yes.
Probably once the money was approved. Once it's approved, you got to go with that project, because if you put off the project and they see the money still somewhere, they could steal it and put it to something else.
There you go.
So whoever the hub engineer is, the hub supervisor, said, tear it up.
I also am going to throw out this thought, because I thought of, when I was looking at the whole hub situation, this is an immediate thing that I thought of was the FastPass Plus. They're looking for places to put people.
Yes.
For the FastPass Plus. They don't have enough room there with all the grass and shrubbery and all of that stuff. So they're going to open that up so that they can now have a designated FastPass Plus areas for the fireworks show, because that's one of the big things that they're pushing.
Right there in front of the castle, too.
And the parades.
Your exclusive seats.
Absolutely.
You think it'll be just like standing room only? Will there be bleachers in there for this? What are you thinking?
I think they're going to have some bleachers, some sitting areas for people, because it's an awful long time to expect people to stand.
It is, but people have always done it,
True.
But
they've always stood right in front of me, so that's that's
but you're not a short guy, so it probably didn't bother you too much.
There's nothing worse than being a little kid, I think, sometimes at Walt Disney World, because you're right at that level of everyone's. Never mind.
You're at butt height. You can say it.
You're at waist height. How about that? We'll go waist high.
Waist, yes.
And
there you go.
Yeah. So that's got to be difficult for a young child.
It's not
but then
easy.
you throw them up on your shoulders, and now you're blocking everything.
Now the people behind you are like, what?
they're not happy. So. Because now they're at your child's butt height. That's not good either.
There's your ResortLoop.com exclusive for this show, butt height.
Oh, my gosh. I've also heard they're doing a little bit of work over at All Stars.
Have they? I've not heard this.
Yeah, I've heard they're doing a little bit of work over there.
Over at the Wilderness Lodge Villas, according to our good friends at allears.net.
Love those guys.
Oh, they're outstanding.
Great resource.
They're doing what we call a hard goods refurbishment. So they're basically, I think, just taking care of everything in the villa.
Oh, wow.
They're, let's see here. They're replacing the living room armoire and televisions.
Wow.
You're getting Bambi-themed living room throw pillows.
Well, that's huge. Shut it down.
Hey,
we got to get them pillows
nature.
in there.
They're repainting kitchen cabinets, some granite countertops.
Wow.
See,
they're going all out.
I thought it might have been Corian, but I would have taken it for granite. New stainless steel appliances would have been in there. I'm sorry. Faux hardwood flooring. So you're getting genuine granite countertops, but faux hardwood flooring.
That's awesome. You better get up on the countertop because the floor's fake.
Some new light fixtures and ceiling fans and a bathroom tile and fixtures and that kind of thing in there. So they're kind of
Redoing the whole thing?
Wow. So if you were a DVC member at the villas or, just renting them out as a room, you're good to go.
Well, I will say this. In doing this research for this show, there's been so much talk about and on the blogs and everywhere about how Disney's dropping the ball. They're falling behind Universal with, Universal's, they've added some theming areas to some of their parks and that, and that's all true. And everybody's like, well, Disney's not doing enough. But if you look at all of the stuff that they're doing in redoing a lot of the things that they already have, they're spending a ton of money.
Right.
Doing all of these refurbs, getting things back up to that high quality standard, or keeping it at that high quality standard that we've come to expect. So even though they're not expanding, and they still are with Avatar Land and the Hub and the New Fantasyland, they're still maintaining that high quality that Universal doesn't necessarily always maintain. I'm just going to say that.
Well, that's true. Plus, a lot of the things at Universal haven't been around long enough to need maintenance yet.
Correct.
They've not been there for the 5-year or 10-year maintenance plans.
Correct. And Universal doesn't have all the resorts that Disney has. It doesn't have the transportation that Disney has to maintain. So, when you look at all of this, Disney's just got all those new buses. They've just redesigned the entire bus terminal at Magic Kingdom.
Yes, for the bendy buses.
It's huge. It's beautiful. So you've got the boats that have to be maintained. So Disney spends a boatload, literally a boatload of money to maintain all of the 43 square miles that it has to maintain. So I think they're doing a fantastic job, and I can't wait to see what the Polynesian is going to look like. I'd like to get into the Wilderness Lodge villas. I've never been. Anybody out there? Just
I said it with Avatar Land. If you're going to touch the Polynesian, when it's done, I better be wooed by what you've done. I'm gonna stick my neck out and say Avatar Land is going to be amazing. You are half full.
I'm that it's spring.
Here's the thing with Avatar Land. I'm not going to miss what was there before, so I'm expecting to be wooed.
Yes, well that's true.
I'm expecting to like it. Polynesian, ooh, you're messing with one of the originals. I would tread very carefully on this one.
Yeah, especially when you hear rumors about the waterfall in the lobby going away.
Yeah,
that's scary. That is very, very scary.
So
I'm hoping that does not happen.
As am I.
That, my friend, is all I have.
I think that is more than enough.
They don't want to hear anymore.
No. They're going to cue us up to the next podcast, whatever else they listen to. And keep on moving. Keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Go out and play.
It's getting nice outside. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter. I'm Resort Loop Tim. We have that website, ResortLoop.com.
And I'm Resort Loop Bob on the Twitter. Don't forget Facebook.com/Resort Loop. Don't forget to rate us on iTunes. Where else can they listen, Tim?
You can always listen to us on the Stitcher.
The Stitcher.
And write us a review.
Oh, yeah.
Rate us on iTunes. We haven't asked for that for a while.
We haven't begged for one of those.
No, let's beg. I'm not too proud.
Please.
Ain't too proud to beg. Isn't that a song? Anyway, everybody, you've been listening to The Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
Welcome aboard, GTA travelers. We hope you enjoyed Tomorrowland Treasure the Polynesian Super Skyway.